Hakim Ziyech, bro. Oh my goodness. Ajax. Oh, Ajax. I'm honestly so amazed at what this team has been able to do. Now, guys, Ajax fans, Ajax in general, Hakim Ziyech, Quincy Promes, Donny van de Beek, Dusan Tadic. I need you guys to do it just one more time. If Ajax can beat Valencia and Chelsea can defeat Lille, Chelsea will go through in the groups. Chelsea will go through the Ajax, please. This is my one time. I'm begging you to produce a performance like you just did in this game. Hakim Ziyech is, I think he's by far the best player in this group. I think from any team, you would say N'Golo Kante, but N'Golo Kante hasn't really done a whole lot in the group stages yet for Chelsea. His role is still kind of undefined. He's been injured for a lot of these Champions League games, but honestly, the best player in general has been Hakim Ziyech from this group, specifically between us, Valencia, Lille, and Ajax. He's been a magician. He's been an absolute magician, scoring one which was laid off by the Serbian monster Dusan Tadic, and then providing a wonderful assist for Quincy Promes, who I think that's his 13th or 14th goal in all competitions. I mean, this has been arguably, I think, one of the most successful rebound years for Ajax, because let's face it, guys, losing De Ligt, losing Lasashone, losing obviously Frankie de Jong, one of the best players in the world, one of the best midfielders in the world, it's been tough. It's still been a tough transition. Ajax had a time where they almost didn't even qualify for the Champions League, because the last qualifying round was kind of brutal. It was kind of brutal. I don't remember who they faced, but Ajax snuck through that happily, and they've been a dominant force in this group. Lost to Chelsea once, and then almost could have beat Chelsea a second time. Obviously, the red cards, and that whole game is up for debate. It was entertaining as hell, though. That's all I'm going to say for it. But they took advantage of Lille once again, and they destroyed Valencia when they played Valencia. So that just makes me think that if Ajax are able to produce a similar performance to that, this Ajax team, once they get to the knockout rounds of the Champions League, they could produce something very similar to what they did last year. I think this team specifically could do wonders. With the addition of Quincy Promes has been, I think it's been electrifying for this team, because I mean, Quincy Promes, I know he's kind of taken a lot of minutes away from David Neres, and Neres is still only 20, 21 years old, if that, so he still has a lot of time to develop, but Quincy Promes, Dusan Tadic, Hakim Ziyech, and Donny van de Beek have been a fantastic sort of quad, or I guess Quincy Promes plays more attacking mid, so I mean, Neres still gets minutes on the wing as well, but this has been a sort of attacking quad or attacking trio of Tadic, Promes, and Ziyech, who have just been unstoppable. They've actually just been unstoppable, and I think it's more Hakim Ziyech. I'm shocked nobody went in for him last summer because he was, I think, a major architect in what that team was doing attacking-wise. Obviously, Tadic was scoring all the goals, but Hakim Ziyech was there providing the assists, doing great dribbling, finding great passing lanes, creating chances. That's the biggest thing. He creates for other players. He creates space, he creates chances, he creates opportunities, and he did it again in this game. He is an absolute fiend in front of goal, an absolute baller while he's on the field. I think there hasn't been a performance, I think, besides the Chelsea away game at the Johan Cruyff Stadium, that Hakim Ziyech has been outplayed. I think there has been no other performance where he's been outplayed yet in this Champions League. He's been fantastic in every other performance, and Ajax really needed him to in this game, because there were a couple chances for Lille to get back in this game. I mean, Jonathan Bamba had a dreadful miss in this contest. I mean, an absolute shocking miss, which he should have easily tucked past Onana, who didn't really have a chance to get to the ball, but nonetheless, it ended up going more in Ajax's favor, which, I mean, it didn't really need to, because Hakim Ziyech set up for a second goal anyway, and he gave them the advantage that they needed to win the game. So I really want to see more of what this Ajax team could produce coming into the Valencia game, because I need them. I need it to see Ajax at least get at least a point. I mean, get a draw against Valencia, and then if Chelsea beat Lille, Chelsea will go through. So I want to see Ajax and Chelsea through. I think those are the two most dangerous teams that could come out of this group. I like Valencia, but I don't see really how Valencia could get past the likes of a Barcelona or the likes of a Dortmund. Actually, it might not even be Dortmund. Barcelona or a Liverpool or a Napoli. I don't really see how they could get past those guys. But I mean, a Chelsea and an Ajax, these are the teams that produce A, some of the best games, I think, in the Champions League group so far, because obviously Chelsea-Ajax was an amazing group game. Ajax-Valencia was amazing for Ajax, and Chelsea-Valencia today was an absolutely amazing game. It like end-to-end stuff, beautiful football to watch. I mean, shocking defending, but beautiful football, controversial, entertaining. We want to see these teams that provide us with some of the best moments in the Champions League in that season. Ajax did it numerous times last year, and I think they could do it again this year, which they only need a point to secure their spot in the group. However, if Valencia and Chelsea both get a win, that would see Ajax dropping out into the Europa League, which I think as a competition they would win anyway. So, but I want to see them in the Champions League knockout rounds is what I'm saying. So you guys got to let me know your thoughts on the Lille Ajax contest. Obviously, Hakim Ziyech man of the match, but Quincy Promes, Dusan Tadic, goal and assist respectively, both did wondrous things in the contest. But thank you guys so much for watching. Let me know your thoughts down in the comments below, and peace.